On the floor for the visiting team. Let's meet the starters for Europe.
Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the Spurs with possession. Portland making their last shot. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Bledsoe. And the rejection by Giannis. Here is Shakur. 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. And the shot is long.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite it.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw no good for Giannis. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's to Porzingis. Good on the shot.
And bringing the aggression and the energy. Two things you like to see from Porzingis.
From 18 feet away, Portland grabs the miss. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, Stan, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
And they take the lead.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland. I see the stat sheet here for him.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama outside. Missed inside.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Shakur.
Relaxed coverage that time.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the lock-in.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Bledsoe outside. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Back to Bledsoe. Shoots it. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Brown outside.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Goes up to the stripe. A basket by Shakur.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Inside, the kick out to Antetokounmpo. Kept alive, Wembanyama. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
No good from Bledsoe.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here is Shakur. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for San Antonio. Hardy comes in for Fox. And Portland with a change here, too. Portis is checked in. Now here's Huerter. Up top, Brown. Guarded by Bledsoe. And nice shot by Brown.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Pass to Bledsoe. Porzingis looking it over. 4 on the clock. Over Wembanyama. And no good. Trying to use the glass. To the paint. Here's Giannis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Checking in for the away team.
Here is Shakur. And Jaden Hardy is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Hardy, first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Bledsoe outside. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Brown outside. Floats it up for Wembanyama. There's Shakur. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Number 44.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs trail by 3. Brown inside, guarded by Bledsoe.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Over to the wing. Here's Shakur. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
From deep, Huerter doesn't go for it. Portland leading by 3. Six on the shot clock. From 18 feet away. And the jumper falls for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Bitadze's checked in. San Antonio's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Hardy. Still scoreless. Pass to Brown. And the layup is good. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here is Shakur. Here he goes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Brown. He has 6. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 9.
Well, he's been hot out of the gates, 4 for 5, and he might just be getting started.
And Bledsoe now top of the key. Portis the screen. That misses off the backboard. San Antonio trailing here. Herter passes to Hardy. Now here's Herter. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brown missing.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
It's intercepted. Poke loose. Here is Shakur. From downtown, it's hauled in by Brown.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Shakur kicks to Bledsoe. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. From about 16, Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That's his first foul.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for San Antonio. Fontecchio's coming in for Brown. Shakur kicks to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. He's defended by Herter. A shot by Shakur, no good. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Heat in Miami. Back to Bledsoe. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Can they get it? And it's in there. Bledsoe's got his 3rd basket of the night. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Antetokounmpo. No dice from the high post.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Fox. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Using his size, Giannis.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
They've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Hardy. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Hardy. Goes up on the wing and all around the rim that time before dropping in. 7 points in the game. Let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
The shot, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
It's tipped, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. Spurs trail by 5. Back to Antetokounmpo. Up again. Can't get the putback. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. EA thanks. Shakur. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, and then on Saturday.
And that game against Houston, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Fox. Porzingis with the block. And he goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Still Spurs ball.
Five to shoot. Here's Fox.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Takes a 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Outside, Fox. Clock at 6. They need this. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Bledsoe outside. And he gets it back. To the wing right side. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Wembanyama against Bledsoe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
O'Neal passes to Fox. The three-pointer, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A 17-foot shot on the way. And off the glass. That one's good.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Maybe he's something else, Dan. We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league. Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Here is Shakur. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Fourth personal.
That one on Hardy.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first one falls.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's Brown outside, rebounded by Kamare.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And here is Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Portland, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he makes the first. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. And he makes both free throws. And the Spurs with possession. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Portland moving the ball around. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. A basket by Shakur. 20 points for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Trailblazers out in front, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a...
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Trailblazers.
They're really hitting the boards.
That is more than enough of us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Portland leading by 21 on the court for the Trailblazers. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. They get it back. Second chance effort. Good work there as it goes. He's got 9. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Stolen. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And he finishes nicely on the way up.
Man, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Porzingis, just 5 to shoot. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bledsoe's got 17.
And scanning the floor as well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got low. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here is Shakur. They get a hand on it. Brown outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
There's the screen. Here is Shakur. He's got 20, and the shot goes in. 22 points for him.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
San Antonio calls timeout. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Spurs trail by 18. Down low. And finished off by Brown.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Out to the right wing. There's Shakur. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Uncovered. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Pass to Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Porzingis, 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Pass to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Giannis. On the wing, Brown. Now, here's Fox. No good from outside.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
They set the pick from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Here is Shakur. Another shot. Goes up again. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox kicks to Brown. The tray. Portland grabs the miss. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Over to the left wing. Porzingis with a screen on Wembanyama. Shakur. Great D that time from Giannis.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Pulls it up. San Antonio again missing. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Trailblazers. The lead is 15. Here is Shakur. Bledsoe for 3. Snakes through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, look, he's got range. You can't give him any space out there.
Here's Wembanyama. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Goga Bitadze comes in for Wembanyama. And it's Hardy in for Fox. Portis, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he drives in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And Porzingis, here we go. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Bledsoe passes to Portis. Portland moving the ball around. To the middle. And Portis throws it down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Brown drives in. Up and in on the layup. Brown's got 16 points.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing a lane open up and attacking it.
Screen by Porzingis. There's the drive. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Bitadze. Up top, Brown. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Shakur, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here is Shakur. 16 feet away. Pass to Kamare. Here is Shakur. 6 to shoot. Rob. We've got De'Aaron Fox. Hardy is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Bitadze in at the center. That's the San Antonio 5. Shot clock at 5. Buries the long-range jumper. 23 points in the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting lead.
Timeout.
Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Timeout Blazers. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
And the basket is good. Now that's 17 points for Jaden Hardy.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Shakur. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Outside, Bagley. Here's the floater. Rebounded by Kamare. Trailblazers leading by 22. Now here's Caruso. Here's Shakur. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Hardy off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Timeout Blazers. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Good on the triple.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Portland leading by 19 points. Here is Shakur. Takes it inside, uses the glass to finish the layup. And he's got 41.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Fontecchio. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here is Shakur. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
The shot's good. Giannis has got 5 points in the quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's Bledsoe on the wing. Shakur kicks to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Brown. Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Pass to Bledsoe. Connects from three-point range. Bledsoe's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's just cold
cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And it's Giannis missing. Portland leading by 19 points. From deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Pass to Hardy. Wembanyama down low. He's against Porzingis. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Bledsoe outside. Now Porzingis, defended by Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. Porzingis can't hit. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Hardy. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Second free throw, no good. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Outside, Fox. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 5th assist in this one. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Mr. Porzingis. Count that one. He's got 20.
Assist goes to Kristaps Porzingis.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Fox. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Porzingis. And Giannis throws it down.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Pass to Bledsoe. 3-pointer. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Personal foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But you know,